Hey everyone, and welcome to Top Think. Today we're going to learn about 10 mind tricks to learn anything fast. Now, let's begin. Number 1. The sleep sandwich. Imagine you have an important presentation and only one day to prepare. How do you learn a lot of information in the least amount of time? Most people try cramming. They study their notes or review their lines for hours. They'll pull an all-nighter if they have to, but despite all of their hard work, they end up forgetting about 50% of the stuff they wanted to remember. Most of the content they crammed into their head never sees the light of day. Well, why is that? Because it never finds a place in their long-term memory. You can expose your brain to countless new stimuli, but it only retains a small percentage of them. Because you need time to store information in your memory. That's the problem with late-night cram sessions. You aren't giving your brain the chance to encode all the stuff that you need to remember. That's the number one reason why scientists recommend the sleep sandwich. Instead of one long study session, you should study, sleep, and then study some more. The sleep sandwich is an excellent way to learn faster because sleep helps you retain more information. In fact, storing memories is one of the most important functions of a good night's sleep. While your conscious goes to bed, your unconscious is actively storing all kinds of stuff in your long-term memory. But when you pull an all-nighter, you're preventing your brain from actually learning and retaining those memories. Not to mention, you're hurting your brain's overall performance. Tiredness leaves your brain feeling foggy, slow, and unproductive. So come on, don't bother studying until 4 in the morning. If you need to squeeze in some last-minute learning, study for a few hours, get a good night's sleep, and then pick up where you left off in the morning. Number 2. Mastery through modification. Have you ever heard of the illusion of mastery? It's a common pitfall that you might run into when learning something new. You study for a few hours, you get a handle on a few basic tricks, and suddenly, hey, you think you're a master. Learning to draw is a great example. Many people think of themselves as competent artists after one good sketch. They see the quality of their first drawing and they assume they know everything they need to know. It feels easy, boring even. But just because something feels simple doesn't mean you have it mastered. So, how do you stop yourself from falling into this trap? A great way to really learn any subject is to use modifications. Alright, let's say that you've gotten really good at drawing faces from the front. It's starting to seem a little stale, and you feel like you aren't learning anything. So it's time to put yourself to the test. Just make a small modification to your original routine. Draw a face from a slightly different angle. Yeah, challenge yourself to go faster or use a different drawing tool. Each one of these minor changes plays a critical role. They stop your practice from becoming boring or repetitive. They help you work on your weaknesses, and most importantly, they keep you humble throughout the learning process.
Cooks.